Got myself a nice little rocking chair, fires blazing in the background. Needless to say, I feel pretty relaxed and peaceful, but that's not always the case, is it? So if you're suffering from some pretty severe anxiety or depression, there's two different techniques you can incorporate to experience some immediate relief and experience the beauty of life. So I'm gonna break those both down for you now. But if you have not yet subscribed, I'm asking you to do so and hit the notifications button, because this is what I do in my life. This is my passion, and my purpose is helping others free themselves of suffering and experience beauty and joy and peace and fulfillment and self-love in their life. And so by subscribing, it really helps me out spread my message. So I'm asking you, don't forget to subscribe and ask some questions. Let me know if you have anything in particular you want to talk about in the comment section. And if you can, give this video the thumbs up. But I want to break down those techniques for you now. So let's get started. Okay, so this is a really nice, powerful technique I call the gratitude assessment. When we're looking at what we don't have in life, we're always gonna end up feeling less than and unfulfilled and suffering in a sense, because we're wanting and we're desiring and we're existing outside of our own blessings and abundance. So what we can do is we can humble ourselves with gratitude by taking an inventory of our immediate environment and life and seeing that we actually have a lot of stuff to be grateful for. And that gratitude is going to kind of fill you up and kind of push out the negative, toxic feelings and thoughts associated with anxiety and depression. So a powerful practice is to take a look and an inventory of your life. Do you have children? Do you have a partner, a spouse? Do you have a job or steady income? Do you have any savings in the bank? Do you have a car or a mode of transportation? Do you have friends and companions and loved ones that you appreciate the relationship with them? Are you able to go out and wine and dine every once in a while, or go out and take some trips and travel and experience new cultures and new experiences? Can you go do any outdoor hobbies or indoor hobbies and hiking and surfing and backpacking and trekking even? Any kind of artistic creations where you can kind of show your artistic side, or your painting or woodworking? And what about parents or siblings or other family members that you're just really grateful to have in your life? And then what about your own personal gifts, things that you are good at that help you add value to the world? And then lastly, do you rely on, or do you not know where you're going to get food, water, and shelter on each and every day? Because there are a billion people who don't know where they're going to get those three things every single day. It's not guaranteed. So if you're checking off yes to a few of those things that I've stated, you're doing pretty damn well for yourself. And we have to see that. We have to remind ourselves of that abundance and be grateful for it. So it's a good way to look at your life and assess that, but it's really even more powerful if we write it down. It's kind of like declaring like, oh my God, I really do have all this abundance, and I'm going to write it down and proclaim it. And you can write it into your laptop or your computer, but it's a little bit more powerful when you're actually writing it down, and it feels like something tangible in the universe instead of some digital copy of it. And you're going to list through everything in your life that you're grateful to have. And what you're doing is we're showing our minds that it's not allowed to take us and steal us away into thoughts of anxiety and depression, of want and lack. But here we're concentrating on the abundance that is already in our life. So you write down, I'm so happy and grateful for my vitality, for my hair, for my mother, for the car that I have. Even though it's a piece of shit, it still works and gets me to work every single day. And I'm grateful for the work. No, it's not my ultimate passion, but right now it's good and I have an income, and I'm happy for my siblings. I'm happy for that hike I took the other day. I'm happy and grateful for my 3 cats and dog. Whatever it is in your life, script it out and write down, and you're gonna see that you start to feel an immediate change where you're taking yourself out of those bad, toxic, negative thoughts into ones of gratitude. So it's a very powerful practice, the gratitude assessment. The second one I love is called centering. It's an assessment of your immediate environment that you're gonna take with your senses. Our thoughts are rampant with toxicity and negativity when we're suffering from anxiety and depression, and we can't turn off our mind. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to crash our mind in a sense. Well, it's like kind of like a website, like where you have a website and you get too many users and too many visitors to that website, it crashes. That's what we're going to do to our own mind by taking an inventory of our immediate environment with our senses. We're kind of overwhelming our mind with task, with obligation, and therefore stopping the train of thought. And then we're filling ourselves with some good thought, some good feeling, and then going from there. So again, it's another immediate relief to anxiety and depression. So what I want you to do for centering is find a nice quiet space that you can be undisturbed for a little bit, whether it's in your car, outside somewhere nice, weather permitting, in your bedroom, or even your office, or a workspace, break room at work. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a nice deep breath, sit down, get a little bit comfortable. You can stand too if you wish, but I want you to look at everything with exacting detail that is in that room or in that landscape or wherever you are that you can visibly see. What does the texture look like in the grain of wood on the flooring? How bright is the light? What does the railing look like? What about people passing through or passing by? Is there a landscape of nature, the trees, the grass, the mountains, the lake, the ocean, or anything in exacting detail? Really look intimately so at the different textures and colors as if you were seeing in black and white and now you're seeing in color, and you really want to just absorb everything. And then what do you hear? You're going to listen with that same intensity. Anything like the fire going on in the background, even the sound of the rocking chair on the carpet right now. If there's bird song in the distance or critters rustling about, the murmur of traffic close by or off in the distance, people walking by having a conversation, the buzz or hum of the modem, whatever it is, you kind of want to like a sonar, be like, oh, I hear that, I hear that, I hear that, and listen to it. Like take yourself into that sound. And then taste won't really be a factor here, but anything that you smell. So, if there's is there a candle that's burning off in the corner? Is there a food scent from dinner lingering from the night before? Or maybe there's a stack of dirty laundry you haven't got to yet. So anything that you can smell. And then lastly, how you feel. If you're sitting outside and the sun is warming your arms and shoulders, or a breeze is coming by and it's kind of chilly or frigid, how do you feel if you're wrapped in a blanket sitting on your bed? Is your body tense? Are you comfortable? How's the temperature? So anything that you feel as well. And what we're doing is that intensity, taking in that inventory again, breaks up the thought in our mind. You're going to do that for 3 to 5 minutes, just real intense, and your mind is going to try to pull you back into its recesses of the negative toxic thoughts, and you just kind of absorb yourself in the external. Again, every time you catch yourself, calm back and take that inventory and look and feel and see and smell and hear, and just be very in tune to exactly everything that's going on, and repeat this mantra after you've done that 3 to 5 minutes. Take a nice deep breath and return to a nice regular breath cycle and repeat, I am safe, I am secure, I am loved, and I am love. It's a very powerful and profound mantra that, again, we're repeating this, so we're getting out the negative thoughts and then we're putting something very healthy and positive in place of them. So it's just not crickets in our mind, which is very hard to do. So through that, we've crashed the mind, and then we're infusing it with love and positivity with that mantra. So repeat that at least 10 times right then and there. And then as you go about your day, you may want to remind yourself of that and say that. So the centering is really powerful in and of itself, but if you couple this with the gratitude assessment, you do that before or after, you're like tripling the effect of that instantaneous anxiety or depression relief. So give it a go, and I know it will make a big difference in your well-being. Thank you guys for checking this out. If you want a more detailed breakdown of either centering or the gratitude assessment, check out one of these two videos. Check out both, because I break it down with all the steps and kind of give it its own video in 10 minutes or so, and it will be a huge benefit to you. But thank you guys for watching, and I wish you nothing but fortune and wellness on your path to healing. Thanks. Be well.